Hi everybody, I hope you're ready for more plant juice today. I'm Dominic here at Redleaf Exotics, and mainly I love to show you guys the Nepenthes and carnivorous plants, but today I wanted to share another family of plants that I'm obsessed with, and I know so many of you are, and those are the Aroids. In short, Aroids are made up of many of the popular houseplants people grow today. Monstera, Philodendrons, Anthuriums, all of those are Aroids, and this one here is a really popular one. It's Monstera Deliciosa var. Borsigiana albovariegata, a really long name, and what it means is that it's a variegated species of the typical form of Monstera. Variegation is when the plants lack chlorophyll, and you can see they get these white streaks all through the foliage. This is very popular amongst houseplant growers today, but this plant consistently gets large white, some of it almost completely white areas and patches, and that's what really makes it striking and desired amongst growers. Here's another really cool Monstera. This one is obliqua, a very desired and highly sought after house plant, probably the most expensive plant in the greenhouse. And one of the things that makes this so spectacular is that there's actually more hole space than leaf area. And that is just how this grows. When people visit the greenhouse, they're like, what's wrong with that plant? It looks like something chewed it up. But that is the beauty and bizarre look to Monstera obliqua. Definitely one of my preciousnesses. Now we're gonna move on to some of the bigger plants, including this one. This is Anthurium Warcanum, one of my favorite plants in the greenhouse. It gets these huge velvet leaves with these white veins. And this plant has just done so well here in the collection. Leaf after leaf, they just keep getting bigger. Actually just did a repotting video on this, which was pretty fun because it's so massive, but I love this plant. And it really seems to enjoy the cooler temperatures here in the Highland greenhouse. Here's one of the latest leaves on the plant. Look at all that beautiful velvet sheen going on. This is one of the main reasons I just love this species. And you can see a flower spike back here. This plant flowers all the time. And I did make some baby Warcanum. So let's take a look at those. Here's just one of the seed flats that I created. There are thousands of these. There are many flats just crowded together, and I just started separating them, giving them their little pellets of fertilizer, and they're looking awesome. I'm thinking in a year these should be a pretty nice size. But I felt like a proud dad just collecting all those seeds and planting them and seeing all of them sprout. There are literally thousands of these, so I can't wait for these to actually be available for sale. Here's another really striking one. This is Antherium Vti, and like Warcanum, it gets these really long leaves. But the thing that's really striking about this species is the ribbing that goes all the way down the leaf like this. The texture alone is just so spectacular. This is one of the biggest leaves it's produced so far. I just repotted it, and it's really happy. And here's my favorite of all them. This one is the beautiful Brazilian Philodendron Spiritus Sancti. And this plant is just so impressive in person. It's really exceeded my expectations. It's grown so fast, and it produces these really long leaves. Everyone just keeps getting better than the last, and it holds them for a really long time too. It's actually throwing out a nice new leaf in the back, which is this beautiful red color. And this plant is just, it's so impressive. When I stand in front of it, I just feel like I need to bow down because it just demands respect. It really is beautiful. This one's really striking. It's Alocasia to Grina Superba. Some people call it Zebrina var. To Grina Superba. If you know the actual name, let me know, but I love this plant. And I actually struggled with it for many years. It rotted every time. It just wouldn't grow well, especially in the winter. Oh my God, spider mites love this thing. So I have to keep a close eye on it. I keep it more on the dry side, and it produces all these beautiful arrowhead-shaped leaves that are kind of similar in color to the Spiritus Sancti, but really striking. You could see up close the beautiful modeling in the foliage, and then the stems have kind of the zebra or tiger-like appearance to them. I wanted to pop by this one. This is Lassomorpha Senegalensis. And it's a rarer aroid, and it gets a beautiful flower with this burgundy streaking. And this is what a typical aroid flower looks like. You have your spathe, Your spadix there in the middle. You can see all the pollen on there. Pretty much just like a calla lily. This is one of the last giants I'll share with you all. This is the huge Antherium Decipions. The leaves on this thing are so big. It's really the biggest plant in the entire greenhouse. And I can't wait to see how big the next leaf will get. I did just give it a repot and it responds really well to that. This plant isn't even 2 years old, and when I got it, it was probably like 2 feet tall. Now it is this massive specimen that just keeps getting bigger. Really impressive, and another one of my favorites in the Aroid collection. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this other botanical passion of mine. I love Aroids, and I think I'm gonna eventually have to have a greenhouse just for them because they're so amazing and I can't stop collecting them. But if you like this video, like, comment, share it, subscribe, and we'll be back with more plant juice for you guys. Thanks always, and we'll see you soon.